well today. Is today the 16th? It is. Look at that. Hope everybody is doing well. See, the first person here is Mega for Love. Mega for Love. Mega, when it comes to love, walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you and new doors open. Might hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. If you're currently not with anyone, you have water coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. New beginnings are on the horizon that could lead you to success around love. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve when it comes to love, and life moves forward. Mariana, general for this week. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success around work, school, or business. Teamwork is favored. A wish comes true. You have the world at your feet. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and so is anxiety. Maybe spending time with a Leo. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Not bad. Holly, how does Oscar currently feel about me? May find you to be somebody who is smart, intelligent, successful, attractive, kind-hearted, compassionate, and sincere. Pretty good. Pretty good. Devin, money. Devin, money. When it comes to money, maybe adding a new stream of income that could be making a significant improvement in finances, big picture. Life is moving forward. Disappointments are healing and moving into the past. Listen to your intuition, and happiness comes in around finances improving. You might feel relief around a new opportunity that comes in sometime between now and the end of the summer. Adding a new stream of income should make a difference in finances between now and the end of the year. Alpha, general. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may get good news around work, school, or business, and you may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and life begins to move forward. It also looks like you might have maybe spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Hi, Adonis. Sarah, you were right. Something getting revealed around A, the Pisces. Feelings full in reverse around anxiety. I read A Pisces post. He asked for help in anxiety group, and he is having a panic attack. I don't think that that's it, though. Something that gets revealed that needs to be dealt with is usually like an issue. Like it usually would be an issue that pertains to your relationship with him or your situation. So I'm not convinced that that's it, but let's see. Like usually when the Fool or the Moon is in reverse, there's a secret or an issue that is relevant to the relationship that you have with the person or situation. So I'm not convinced that that's it, but let's see what happens. Holly, does Oscar love me? See this person as being in love right now. I don't know where you guys are in your relationship, but he may be interested in you. There may be feelings here, but I don't see like love, commitment, romance as of right now. Depends where you guys are in the relationship. Davey, what does Tarot want me to know? You have money coming in, finances are improving, and you could be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Spending time with an earth sign is possible. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on, and you may have some money coming in. MR, general on what Kay thought about the work situation that was not resolved. Was he upset? I don't think he was really upset. He may have been like annoyed, or like he may feel out of balance, or it may be something that he doesn't like, leaving things unfinished, but I don't think that he was super upset. It looks like he may feel like you guys are going to figure it out or get to the bottom of it. Through teamwork, things move forward towards greener pastures and relief comes in around the situation. So he might be feeling a little annoyed by it, but I don't think that he's super upset. It just may be something that isn't sitting right with him. And then, yeah, I don't think he's mad. Is Kay disappointed in how I handled it? I don't think so. Let's see what the cards say. I don't think so. No. I think you were fine. Miss K, love reading for this summer. Love reading for this summer. Well, if you disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, or any situation that's half in, half out, not functioning well, then you have a whole bunch of new doors opening. And cause for celebration could be coming in around long-term relationship that leads you to the 10 cups being full. Listen to your intuition and explore your options. You have a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship here. Could be with, it's most likely with new energy. Could be with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. New beginnings lead to success. You may also have an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini coming in. Love looks pretty promising. Stacy, for today. You may have good news that comes in around work, school, or business, and you might be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past. New beginnings are on the horizon. Listen to your intuition. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. Not bad. Not bad. The person that doesn't have a name, but they have a dash, career. Expressing your wants and needs around career could bring in cause for celebration. Things may be slow and steady wins the race as far as things moving forward, but success is coming in before the end of this summer around career. Perseverance pays off, eases anxiety, and brings in happiness. Listen to your intuition. Summer, there's a boy that delivers meals to my job. I think he's very attractive. I don't know his name or anything. Do I have a shot? We've spoken a few times. It's hard to go into somebody's energy if you don't know anything about them, but the situation looks like it may be disappointing. It also looks like he could be involved with somebody because there's 3 of Cups is in reverse. Let's see what happens. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced at this point. Liz, love general. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. And perseverance leads to success around love moving forward that brings in happiness. Could be with an Aries or a Gemini. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Listen to your intuition. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve when it comes to love. You're headed towards the 10 cups being full. Pretty good. Pretty good. Stacy, for this week. You're no longer holding yourself back. Life is moving forward through teamwork. You may have like teamwork around work, school, or business may lead to success. The world is at your feet. New beginnings are on the horizon. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You have good news coming in. That may be business related, but it doesn't have to be. It looks like it could be business related. Anyway, maybe spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you could have choices and options around social activity. Not bad. Not bad. Mountain. What is driving TP's attitude towards me? She used to treat me like family, and now she treats me like I'm not important to her. Did someone say something to her? My friend thinks it's insecurity. I think it's insecurity too. I don't think it's anything anybody said. I think that she's feeling insecure about something. I think it's her way of controlling or manipulating the situation. And I think that, like, she's not feeling really great about herself. She may be feeling a little bit unstable or out of balance. Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with anything anybody said. And I don't think that it has all that much to do with you. I just think it has more to do with her. Although it's affecting you. Liz, general for today. You have a wish that comes true. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Teamwork is favored. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities that could be bringing in some happiness here with the Sun. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Lay down the law, set boundaries, and life moves forward. Pretty good. Mountain, I feel like there's more to it. Do you pick up anything about this? I feel like she just doesn't want to pay me, and she's using my attachment to Penny, and I'm backing way off, except to make sure that Penny has what she needs. Well, I do think that part of it is that you are doing whatever it is that you're doing for free, and I think that instead of being like happy about that or like treating you better because of that, she's kind of taking advantage of it. Yeah, I agree with that. I also think that it has to do with control. I think it has to do with her feeling bad about herself. I think that she feels weak. There also may be something around her as far as like aging is concerned. I don't know what that is. Maybe feeling like she's getting older, or maybe feeling like she's not as capable as she used to be. I don't know what that's all about, but that could be part of it. And yeah, if you're going to help her for free, she's going to exploit that. That's another part of the control thing. That's crazy, right? Like, you would think if somebody is doing something and helping you and you're not even paying them, you would be treating them that much better, not treating them worse. Stacy, finances for this week. Finances for this week. Finances are okay. You got money coming in, money going out. You're paying your bills. There's growth, change, and transformation, although it may be slow and steady wins the race. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Things should be okay. Not $1 million falling out of the sky, but you're getting by. Yvette for the next 48. Lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well. You may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You have new beginnings on the horizon that could lead you to success around work, school, or business. And you also may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders, and you could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. Emily, near future for Jane and me. Your future is okay. Feeling grounded and stable, communications coming in. If you've had an argument or a disagreement, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Listen to your intuition, and although it may be slow and steady wins the race, life is moving forward. Not bad. Sarah, did A, Pisces, play me all this while he was gaslighting and manipulating me? As you mentioned, he thinks that I'm into him. He used to do stuff that hurt me and then said it wasn't intentional. Did he even care? I think he knew what he was doing. I mean, I can't say that he didn't care. He was getting something out of the situation, and that was like for his ego. So it's not that he wants to see you go away forever because he likes that ego connection. And let's face it, love, most of the time, love is, it's a psychological thing, right? So he was getting something out of it and he liked that. But he definitely knew that you were into him, and he was doing things that were hurtful because that, in a way, made him feel good, which is terrible, but I don't know how conscious of it was on his part. Like, he may have been doing it because it made him feel good. Like, if somebody gets upset at you, it's because they care. Because if they don't care, they're not going to get mad. They just don't care. It's whatever. So, yeah, it was feeding into his ego. And because his ego is probably pretty low, because that's why he's doing this, it made him feel like it was something that he was hoping was going to continue, even though it's not a conscious thing. I don't think he purposely set out to find somebody. Let me find someone who's going to be more into me so that I could purposely hurt them to make myself feel better. It's not a conscious thing, but it's something that was continuing, and it would continue. It would continue with the doing the hurtful stuff and shit, because the relationship is out of balance. Dakota, messages from tarot. Messages from tarot. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition. Take time, if you can, for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Money comes in, finances improve, and you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Mountain, she used to tell everyone how helpful I was, and now I'm not helping as much due to her treatment of me, which I've discussed with her. She still continues to do it. The latest was that she would pay me to clean her dog kennels. Really insulting. I think it was on purpose. Let's see. Yeah, it was on purpose. So it's like this woman is similar to that other guy. It's like it's doing something for their egos. Like, I'm going to put you down or make you feel bad because that makes me feel better. I don't know how conscious the action is, because it may be subconscious, and she's got the control, or she feels like she's in control of the situation. It was sick. People are sick. Oh my God, that's terrible. Miss K, how does my Taurus friend I spoke to over the phone feel about me? May find you to be somebody who is smart and intelligent, down to earth, hardworking, and successful, or with the potential to be successful. But there's something around the situation, I don't know what it is, that may feel like, I don't know if it's like you don't take control of a situation, or you let situations victimize you, or that you've become sometimes you can become a victim instead of taking control of the situation. Yeah, there's some kind of like issue with, and I don't think it has to do with them specifically. It may have something to do with another situation that you were around that they may know about. Like, almost like you allowed yourself to be victimized by a situation. I don't know what that is, but you may find out more about it. They also could feel like maybe you've settled for less than you deserve, and that maybe came back and bit you at some point. And that may kind of tie into like the being victimized by the situation kind of a thing. I think I'm up to cinnamon for the rest of the day. Cinnamon for the rest of the day. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition. Take time, if you can, for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You've got success coming in around work, school, or business. Life is moving forward, and you may be ready for it. You could hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, and you got the world at your feet. Not a bad rest of the day. Debs, love. Clearing away old wounds, disappointments, disasters, anything that's 1 foot in, 1 foot out, like letting all this shit here move into the past will help to open new doors. Anything that's kind of keeping you stuck and stagnant needs to move into the past. And then the Empress brings in love and money or more of it. Could have a new beginning on the horizon with new energy that may come in sometime towards the end of this year, like maybe sometime late fall, early winter. With the Magician, you have the ability to make it happen. Could have a Gemini or a Taurus coming in. If you're looking for a committed relationship, you may need to leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you and let new doors open that leads you to success and happiness around love. Not bad, not bad. Bacon, love for this week. Love looks a little slow this week. If you're currently with someone, it probably is going to be an average week. If you're not with anyone, I don't think all that much is going to happen. I don't see a whole lot of love here. Devin, 3 major changings happening in my life in the future. There could be a change of home. There could be a change of job or adding a job. And there also may be going back to school, learning a new area of study. Stacy, career for this week. Career looks good this week. Teamwork is favored and leads to happiness. You may have a new journey that comes in, and it may have something to do with reconnecting with somebody from the past. Either way, you have success coming in around career moving forward. Money's coming in, negativity moves into the past. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study, but career looks good. Plenty of potential this week for things to move forward. Mountain, if I talk to C, her husband, will he agree that she's treating me like that, and will he talk to her about it? Yeah, I think he could be helpful. Yeah. Mountain, my friend told me that TP is extremely jealous. I don't know why she would be jealous for me for what. I've always tried to be supportive and a good friend. That's the thing about jealousy. You can't put your finger on it, you know, like it's just you. Like they're just jealous of like your aura, your essence, you know, like there doesn't have to be a specific reason. Yeah, there could be jealousy here. There could be jealousy. And they also may, okay, there could be feeling like jealous, and they also may have low self-esteem, which could probably tie into one another. But, and also may have something to do with like not feeling as good as they once were. I don't know what that is. I mean, it could be an age-related thing, like I said earlier, or it could just be, you know, it doesn't always have to be an age thing. It could be like if they broke their leg and now they don't function the way they did 10 years ago, you know, they have an injury or something. But there's something that makes them feel like they're not as good as they used to be, and they may be jealous of you. But it doesn't, like jealousy is such a funny thing. It's like sometimes you just can't put your finger on, like, what is it that you're jealous of? I had that same issue with that human resources woman that hated me. And that's what my coworkers would be like, she's jealous of you. I'm like, what is she jealous of? That I work 3 jobs, that I never have a day off, that I have no money? Like what, give it to me. What are you jealous of? What is it that you're jealous of? But maybe that was just it. Who knows? Maybe she couldn't function that well. Maybe she couldn't work. Maybe she was lazy. Maybe that's what she was jealous of. Who knows? Like sometimes you can't put your finger on what it is. It's just you. It's just who you are as a person that she feels in one way or another. She just doesn't add up to you. And it just doesn't, it's not usually anything that you can say, well, that's it. You know, your ass is nicer than hers, so she's jealous of that. It's like, it's usually not something that's that cut and dry. But anyway, it's her problem, not yours. Unfortunately, it's affecting you. Julie, SI was kind of tough today with me. What did she think of me? She may have been tough, but she thought highly of you. She thought that you were smart, intelligent. You were also kind-hearted. Somebody who was sincere, somebody who was strong, and somebody who's perseverant. Pretty good. Pretty good. T-Vet, what's up with Jay the Gemini and this in and out energy? I get annoyed super fast and just want to cut him off again. I don't blame you. I mean, and it's like, it's such a typical Gemini thing to kind of be a little scattered like that. So this person's really skating on thin ice. Well, it's kind of like, they're kind of a little all over the place. They don't know what they want. They have a lot going on. They're like, sometimes they may have good intentions to do something or to reach out or stay connected, and then they get sidetracked. Yeah, if you cut them off, that's fine, but you're still going to hear from them again because you got communication coming in, and you have the Magician here, the ability to manifest new opportunities. If you haven't already, I would let them know how much it drives you nuts and see if that helps, because I don't think that they want to get cut off. I don't think they want to get cut off. I mean, can you fucking do the right thing? You ever see that meme? It's like, it's this, like when people say you can't just cut people out of your life, and then you see somebody with like big scissors. Cut him out. Get rid of him. It is so annoying. I know. It really is so annoying. Oh, happy birthday, Lydia. Happy birthday. Well, you got perseverance pays off, and with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Life could change you for the better quickly when you hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, and you could be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. A new journey begins. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Don't be afraid to express your wants and needs around like love and also social activities in general. You have choices and options coming in, and your luck is about to change. So let's see what happens. I mean, we've got planets moving. We got so many things happening. Uranus is going into Gemini. We've got Saturn just moved. Neptune is at the end of, I mean, we've got a lot happening here. So things are going to start to change. Tamana, I keep seeing 9/11 daily on the time. What is the message behind it? Message could be, take stock of those like people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Walk away from things that are no longer functioning. Stop trying to make things work that have like run their course. If there's anything that you feel like you've been beating a dead horse, or something that is just not functioning well, that you're trying to like repair or make something happen, letting it go. Now it's time to let go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Life begins to move forward. Listen to your intuition, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. Not bad. Amy for the next 48 for Sunny. This person may hear from somebody that they're hoping to hear from, or get good news that they've been waiting on. They've got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, and teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. They may be spending time at home, like there's something nice maybe happening around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading their home, redecorating their home, whatever it is, it would be positive. They also could be planning travel. Julie, do you see SI or someone else contacting the Amsterdam place? I don't think SI is going to do it, and I'm not convinced anybody else is either. Or, I mean, it could be that they try and they just don't get anywhere. But, I don't think so. Gabs, does Spencer P. or George Soros think that I'm a legal liability because I actually report suspicious behavior? Would they rather I not report it? No, I don't think that that's true. I think that it's okay that you report it. I think that they may want you to report it. Red. General for tomorrow. General for tomorrow. You have new beginnings on the horizon that could lead you to success around work, school, or business. Perseverance pays off and happiness comes in. So whatever it is you're spending time doing tomorrow or working on should lead you to success. Money comes in, finances improve. Something may happen that makes you happy with the sun, and you have growth, change, and transformation coming in and around you. Not a bad day. Not a bad day. Oh, that's okay, Red. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Maggie for the next 48. Maggie for the next 48. Life could change for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition. You've got feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Perseverance pays off. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Or putting money aside for something that may make you feel relieved. Ruchi, next in love. When it comes to love, you have fire coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Exploring your options around love could lead to success. You have, got a couple of people here. You've got a Leo, an Aries, a Sagittarius, and a Scorpio. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Life is moving forward. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Exploring your options leads to success around love. Migu for the next 24. Migu for the next 24. You might hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition and life changes for you for the better quickly. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Lay down the law, set boundaries. And you may be feeling a little bit more financially secure. Money may be coming in or something nice is happening around money. Mountain. What is the real reason that TP and CP haven't trained me on the tractor yet? They said that they will, and they're not time. You know what it is? Like everything is like a fucking control issue. It's like it's a control thing. Like when they have time, when they get to it. But it's also like I'm in control of the situation. So when I say we're going to do it, we're going to do it. I mean, like, wouldn't it be, like, the energy of this may change at some point. Because at some point they may just want to give you the responsibility, like, so they don't have to do it. But why don't they just, like, to me, it's like crazy. It's like, I'll just do it myself. I mean, I understand that because have you ever had to show somebody how to do something and it's like, it's just easier for me to do it myself than teach you how to do it. But if they teach you how to do it, then you can do it for them. It's a control thing again. They're going to teach it to you though. It's just so annoying. Gab, sometimes I think the executives of Woodbine think I immediately notice too much because it's a gambling facility. And it can be seedy and dangerous. I think Spencer thinks that I'm too intuitive. I mean, that could be true, but you can't help. You know what I mean? Like you can't, if you notice something, you can't help noticing it. So that's too bad if they don't like that. But it is what it is, you know? And I think that they're aware of that. Like, this is just who you are. And that it's not going to change. Julie, SI said that she has to interview others as well. Does she give me the job? I think you're going to get the job. Let's see what happens. Charlie, chances in the next finances in the next 2 months. I'm broke, man. Me too. It's crazy. And like talking to kids, it's like spinning your wheels. Finances will be improving because you have perseverance leads you to a new journey that may start out of the blue that brings in more money and is like a wish come true. But like I'm trying to tell my nephews, well, one is only 10. He's too young. Go to work now. Go work at the Dunkin' Donuts. Go bag groceries. Go do something. And while you have no bills, take that money and put it in the bank so that at some point when you need to move out or go to college or buy a car, you could buy it or do it and you're not going to have to finance your soul. But, you know, nobody wants to listen to me. The crazy old aunt. Nobody wants to listen. But it makes me crazy. Like, I just keep thinking, I just want Avery to keep ice skating because this will give her a skill that she can use to make money. I'm not talking about her being an Olympic star or being in ice capades or whatever. I mean, that's all great. But if you can be an ice coach and you can have this as an extra income on the side, like times are fucking tough. And I don't know that anything is ever getting better. How do you like that negativity? No, something will change. The planets are all changing. Things have to change. Mountain, they already trained an employee how to pass, and a past person that used to work there is working on weekends now. And these are people that they just trained recently. Teamwork is favored, leads to success. Life is moving forward. And this is a control thing with these people. They're in control. And I don't understand what the issue is. Like, why did they train these other people and not you? I don't know if they made them wait longer to begin with and now it's finally their time or their turn. There's a control issue with these people, and I believe that the control is worse around that woman than it is the husband. Twin flames, general reading for me and my brother. We had an argument today and he spat in my face. Oh my God, that's terrible. You may not speak for a little while, like maybe a couple of days or so, but eventually it's going to blow over and you guys will be back on better terms. Although this may be a rough time in your relationship, it may be a lot of arguing, bickering, and people just not seeing eye to eye. It's not going to be like this forever. You guys will get past it eventually. Adonis, I'm telling you. I mean, I've been saying this to kids since I started working with them at the A&P, with the grocery store that I worked at. Like when I became like an adult. When I was a kid, I was just as bad as everybody else. But I mean, these kids, like I would be cashing their paychecks and they would be making like $250 a week. And I'm like, what are you doing with this money? Like, what are you doing? Don't buy another iPhone. You don't need another iPhone. Like, you really don't. You don't need the latest iPhone. The one you have now still works. Keep it. It's fine. The thing is that people just don't listen. You know, like I'm trying to say to my nephew, if you're making, I think the average here is like, it's over $16 an hour. So 10 hours a week, you work 10 stinking hours a week, 10 hours a week. I used to work more than 10 hours a day. And it's $160 for somebody that has no bills. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to pay your phone bill. You don't have to pay car insurance. Save that money. Put that money somewhere and save it. Fucking annoying. Charlie, applied for 4 student counseling roles. Will I get one? I think you will get one, yes. And I think it could be a good opportunity, too. Oh, Mary, I know. I saw Avery's coach today. Because she's teaching. She just did a training. I don't know if you guys ever heard of BAR. It's kind of like, I think it was kind of, I don't even really know. I know that we started doing it at yoga, but I didn't take the training. It's kind of like an aerobicsy Pilates kind of workout with weights. Anyway, she did the training in at the bar studio that she's working at, which is near one of the yoga studios I used to teach at, so I know the area. So she had to do X amount of free classes, so I went and took the class today, and she asked about Avery, and I'm like, she's fine. She's okay. Like, she really is fine. I think it hurts me more than it hurt her, but I think it's a good experience. And like her coach said, she's like, I didn't really pay attention to the other kids, but she said, you also have to understand that it's like a matter of opinion. Like somebody, you know, like those judges have opinions, and maybe somebody, they thought, you know, she didn't hold something long enough, or she didn't, yeah. I mean, I just thought that she had such great energy, even though I know it wasn't perfect. And I thought the same thing, that she could hold the back glide longer. But her energy was so good when she did that 2-foot turn. And then she calls up my father and she says, because I told her, I said, Avery, 4 people are competing. And remember in I, Tanya, you know what 4 gets? Number 4, you come in 4th, you get nothing. That's what Avery got. So she calls up my father and she says, Pop, somebody wasn't going to get anything, and that person was me. It's okay. It's okay. It's a learning experience. The point is that I got her back out on the ice yesterday, and she skated. I don't know if you saw the video with a little girl. That girl's in 2nd grade, but she's like Avery's size. So it wasn't like she was like, no, I'm not ice skating anymore. She just got right back out there, and I'm like, do you know, teach her something. She's like, oh, I'm going to teach you how to do this. Anyway. Mountain, you were trained only after you were asked? This is a controlled thing with these people. What the hell? What? They have fear around them. I think it's more so this woman. But what could they be fearing, that they're losing control? They're not losing control. I mean, they're not. But they like to know that that they're in control. Anyway, stupidity. Charlie, not sure the timing is right with the counseling role, as I may have surgery coming up. You know what? Your health comes first. But if you get the role, like it's so you work around it. You know what I mean? Like you work around it. You didn't know. Oh, me too, Charlie. I went to work at 14 and bought my first house at 27 too. That's this place. It's not really a house though. It's a townhouse, and it's tiny, but whatever. And maybe by the time I'm 107, it'll be paid off. Isn't that terrible? Ay. Sarah, what do you think? How do you suggest to get over the hurt? When you cared for someone and it feels like their ego feels taken advantage of, you have to find something else to do. You have to disconnect from it and find something else to do. Anything. A new hobby. A new exercise routine. A new sport. And anything. You can't sit around and like think about them, read their shit, go on their social medias, and imagine that you're ever going to get over it. You're not. You're going to sit in it. You have to find something that you can take yourself and distract yourself from it. But it has to be something that's a real distraction. Like, for example, running doesn't work for me because I can run forever and my mind could be thinking about what's going on. I'm not disconnected in my mind, and I could be running. You have to do something that takes brain work because your brain can't think or focus on 2 things at the same time. So if you do something like ice skating, where I have to really think about what I'm doing, I can't ice skate and then ruminate over something. I have to focus on what I'm doing, even if it is only for that hour or whatever it is. But then while you're going to these places or you're doing these hobbies, like, look, Avery started ice skating, and now this morning I'm at her ice coach's exercise class somewhere else. So it's taking me other places. And that's how you get over it. but like sitting around and like talking about it, ruminating over it, contacting the person, looking at their social media, that just keeps you sitting in it. You have to disconnect from all of it. And it doesn't take that long because it only takes 28 days to break the habit. And whether we like it or not, this is like an addiction like anything else. It's, I know people want to believe that there is some kind of greater love, connection, something that's meant to be, but the truth is that it's has become an addictive quality, and it only takes 28 days to break an addiction, like anything else. Quitting smoking, quitting alcohol, once you get past 28 days, you've kind of broken the habit. Vice versa, it's the same way. So if you want to create a habit, you have to do it between 21 and 28 days. If you don't make it that long, you have not created the habit, and it's easier to not do it anymore. So if you get up every morning for 15 days and go out for a walk, if you give up on the 16th day, you haven't made the habit. But if you walk every day for 35 days, on the 36th day, you're probably going to get up and walk. And that's how it is with disconnecting. You have to like physically remove yourself from it and stop yourself from it. But sitting in the, why did this happen to me? How could this happen? But I'm a good person. I don't deserve this. Like, none of us deserved what we've been through, but we put ourselves in those situations. We were attracted to things that weren't good for us because we have not healed those wounds. So in a way, we have to take responsibility for it, and then we can start to heal. But when we make it somebody else's, well, you did this to me. Yeah, well, I didn't do it to you because you weren't a willing participant in it. But that back and forth doesn't really get anybody anywhere. So the best thing to do is to find another avenue, whatever it is. Whatever it is, something that takes brain power, or something that's not super easy, something that doesn't come real natural. Like I used to, I would go back to singing. I would go back to my voice coach because I knew that I wouldn't be able to just sing without having to focus on what I was doing, especially when I was with her. And then when I would be practicing, like, or practicing the scales or the exercises she gave me, I'm practicing what I'm doing. I'm not thinking about what's going on. I'm not looking at social media. I'm not talking about it with my best friend. I'm practicing. And you just have to kind of get to that 30-day point, and then it starts to get easier. Anyway. Ruchi, should we stay away from people who are mean to others behind their backs? Why do women age shame and body shame other women when they're losing an argument? I don't know. Like, there has been so much like so many theories about the way that we've evolved as like animals. Like my father always says that women are just more emotional. So women go to the emotion. Whereas if you ever watch two guys fight, like they yell at each other, fuck you, you're a dick. I used to see, when I used to go over to Avery, the one place where Avery's father worked, that it was like a free-for-all what went on there. Like, I couldn't believe, like, I'm like, first of all, I would think that me, as just a civilian, couldn't go back there. Like, I would think it's dangerous, insurance purposes, but there were kids back there. There was people drinking. It was craziness. But anyway, if you ever hear, like, the two guys would yell at each other, hey, fuck you, dick, you do it. And then, I'm not fucking doing it, I did it last time. And then it's over. Somebody does it, and it's over. But with women, they don't act like that. They're, do you believe that bitch? Like, say it to this one. Meanwhile, that one did it. Do you believe what this bitch said to me? Do you remember what? She's a real bitch. What? Say it to her. Why are you saying it to her? But, not that I haven't been guilty of it myself. I get it. And body shaming, age shaming, like, we're all going to get old. We're all getting old. None of us are getting any younger. And it's a privilege to grow old because some people die young. So if I live to be 107 and pay my house off, that's a privilege, right? Yeah, and it's people that are unhealed that are looking to hurt somebody else, like, the way somebody looks. I mean, I can understand it if somebody's like, somebody does something crazy, like I'm gonna just say, I don't care. I fucking hate the 80s. And I hate all of the styles from the 80s. So if I see somebody with a mullet, you better believe I'm making fun of them. Why are you wearing a mullet? Who the hell cut your hair? What hairdresser did you find to do that? I'm sorry if you have a mullet. I apologize. But that was just one hairstyle that I was like, what was going on? Like, who thought of this? Anyway, not to say that's right, but like to me, I don't know. I don't know why people go there. Like, what if somebody has a fat ass, or somebody's got a small ass, or somebody's got flat chested? I mean, who cares? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Well, staying away from the people, you become the energy that you surround yourself with, right? So if you're around mean people, you're going to become mean. If you're around people that are nice and not judgmental, you're going to be nice. Like that, we're pack animals, and we kind of absorb what other people. So when somebody puts you down, you feel bad, and then like that other person, then they may turn around and put somebody else down or have to control something because that makes them feel better. It is like low vibrational shit, yeah. They also bring up me things like singlehood to demean others. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being single. I mean, it's like that goes back to the whole contradiction. And I've said it so many times. Um, there's so many times where, like, I worked with this woman who, I mean, her husband he was such a dick to her. Like, first of all, we know he was cheating on her because if we ever got let out of work early, she would call him to let him know she was coming home. Now, you don't call somebody to let them know that you're coming home early. You call them when you're going to be late. But she knew something was going on, and she was probably giving him time to get whoever out of the house before she got home so that she didn't catch him, because it's kind of thing where a lot of people are turning a blind eye. Well, if I don't really see it, I don't really know what's happening, and I'm going to pretend like it isn't. And so just because you're married, that makes you better than me because I'm not married? Like, I don't understand that. Like, it goes along with the whole dysfunction of everything else. Being in a bad relationship just to be with someone, that's not healthy. Like, you have what, 80 between, let's just say we have 80 years here, or 85 years, whatever it is. Do you want to spend 40 of those years with somebody who treats you like shit just to say that you're a married woman? I mean, who cares? And I do think that it's worse for women. Like, I worry it's not so bad for men. Like, I don't think that people do it to men. Like, how come you're not married? I think that it's kind of okay for a guy to be single. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if they may feel differently. I can't speak for other people, but I know that I've gotten it a lot when I was younger. Like, if my friends were getting married and I wasn't, and it was almost like there was something wrong with me. But I wasn't going to just grab anybody just for the sake of what? So that you think I'm worth it? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. How did my dad react to? Oh, he was laughing. He was like, Avery saying it, that person was me. Yeah, he laughed because he said the same thing to her. He's like, Avery, you're not going to win everyone. And if you did win everyone, then it wouldn't be anything to work for. You wouldn't be happy. Like, imagine if you went out on the ice and every single time you won. It would be like, well, maybe I'll just stay home today. I'm going to win anyway, right? Like, the whole point is learning something new, doing a new routine, wearing a new outfit, being judged by different people. Like, if you win every time, so now you know how it is to lose. So now maybe next time you'll do better. I mean, Avery is excellent for her age, but she can be very silly and not always focus on what she should be doing. But she's 5. Like, it's different. Like, and then when she becomes like 12, it's like she's going to be a pain in the ass bitch with a snot nose. So you have that problem. But you're not going to win every time. So you got to learn how it is to lose. Anyway. I asked her about a year ago, and then you finally had it. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy that people are let their egos are making their lives harder. Like, the control thing makes your life harder. It doesn't make it easier. I think it also could be a maturity thing. Like, maybe they have to mature past it. All about Maine. I didn't ever get my question answered yet. Oh, send it now. Sorry, I will answer it now. Oh, embroidery is a good idea. Yeah, I used to crochet. I never got good at it, but that was okay. I enjoyed it. Mountain, are they afraid that I'm going to trash the tractor or get hurt? Is that why they limit me? I don't think that they think you're going to trash the tractor. There is a possibility that you may get hurt, but it seems like it's more of like a control thing. Like, it's mine and I'll teach you when I'm ready kind of a thing. It's kind of nuts. I mean, I don't think that you're going to get hurt. Emily, the scan didn't show all clear. In fact, it turned out that my mother has cancer again. What are the chances of survival? Will the treatment kill the cancer? Okay, let's see. Well, that you got happiness coming in around it. So that there is a good possibility that this could go back into remission. The hard work leads to success, feeling balanced and stable. With the magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities that leads to happiness. I think that the treatment could be quite successful. What did they say? Did they say that that there is, like, it hasn't spread anywhere else? Yeah, I hope it works out too. I think it's going to be okay with the sun. I mean, there's no better card to get than the sun. That sucks. Sorry to hear that. Davy, general for the next 2 weeks. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition. You have money coming in. Finances may be improving. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. Maybe paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, and you have a new journey here on the horizon. It appeared in 2 places. They suggest chemo. Okay, okay. The chemo could be successful. You got good karma that comes in that could lead to success and happiness. Listen to your intuition. Slow and steady wins the race. It may take time. I mean, obviously it might not happen overnight, but Pallavi, love. Explore your options when it comes to love. You do have a committed relationship here, and your luck is going to change for you for the better quickly. Could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or maybe a Sagittarius. Lay down the law, set boundaries that'll serve you well. New beginnings are on the horizon. You also have money coming in. You may have money coming in. Davey wants spirit messages. Six of Earth, gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, and paying off debts. Six of Water, memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. Renewal, Archangel Jeremiah, review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. It's time to move in a new direction. T-Bet. Jay the Gemini's thoughts of the text I just sent. May think that you're mad. Did you send something that was sharp? There's sharp energy coming in. May feel a little bit out of balance, but you should get communication around it. Maybe wasn't expecting it. Pallavi, money will definitely come whenever you predict money. Oh, good, 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 good. Ray, love reading for next week. Love looks a little slow next week. You might be feeling a little bit stressed, or you may feel like not all that much is happening. Listen to your intuition and don't be afraid to express your wants and needs when it comes to love, but it looks like a slow week. M. Lourdes, work for the next, what was that? Work for the next 48? Work for the next 48. You have good news coming in. Perseverance pays off. Feeling ambitious. You should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan could make you feel relief. Cause for celebration comes in around career. Not bad. Oh, I have to run downstairs and get the food delivery. I'll be right back. It's a small delivery, but it's sitting outside. I didn't realize it came. Oh, the dog already gets up. We didn't even know the guy dropped it off, or the lady, whoever it was, the person that delivered it. Come on inside. Lay down on my bed. Are you coming in? What are you doing? All right, you don't have to come in. I just want to make sure that my shoes are in a secure location. Go ahead, lay down on mommy's bed. Oh my goodness. I have a cup of coffee here that I haven't even been drinking. Now I got my seltzer. Feels so much better. Anyway. Mountain, no, they think that I am. No, do they think that I'll wreck the tractor and trash it? They loaned me the trailer and I dinged it turning a corner. When the sun was creating an issue, it happened in another vehicle as well. Not theirs, but the sun blocked my clearance, and it was a ding, not a full wreck in both situations. Okay, let's see. I that they think that you're, oh, I didn't put my wig back on. Look at how, whatever. I don't think that they think that you're going to wreck it. No, I don't think so. I think that this is like a control thing for them. That's what I think. I mean, if they even were to say that, it would be like, once again, it goes back to the control thing. Mountain, so I'm wondering if they're judging me harshly and they don't want to teach me because of that, although the current person can't see or hear very well. Once again, I don't think it's that. I think that it has more to do with that they think that it's like a control thing for them and they'll do it when they want to. It's so stupid. It is so stupid. All about me in general for this week. What did I do with the wig? For this week, you have, you'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition and take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You maybe have something nice happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, whatever it is, it would be positive. Something happens that makes you happy with the sun. You may reconnect with a Six of Cups person, somebody from the past, someone you haven't seen in a while. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and new beginnings around the horizon. You may be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. I gotta go get a wig. My head looks all smushed because it had the wig was on it. Where is it? What did I do with it? Hope I didn't leave it outside. No, I took it off in here. But he'll eat it. Oh, there it is. Why didn't you tell me I didn't put it back on? Here we go. Okay, got it. That's better. Meanwhile, it's like a mess. I gotta look on Amazon and I have to order new ones because this one's getting really old and ratty. Anyhow, and it's way too long. I don't like it this long. But anyway, now that we got ourselves together. Davey, love for the next 3 weeks. Love for the next 3 weeks. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You have a couple of people here. You have life moving forward towards greener pastures. You could have a Cancer or Virgo or an Aquarius around. Exploring your options leads to success, and it could lead you to a committed relationship if that's something that you're interested in. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and you may have long-term around your next relationship. Not bad. Not bad. Thank you, Zara. Thank you. My hair is desperately needing to be colored. Desperate. And I've been putting it off because I've been lazy. But I think I might do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow or Wednesday. Mountain, what do T and C's kids, K and K, think of my abilities with the cows and around the ranch? Do they think I'm an issue or something? I don't think that they think anything negative of you. They may feel that you work hard, you're perseverant, you have the world at your feet. They may feel that you're smart and intelligent, you're successful, or that you're willing to like work, learn, explore opportunities. Yeah, I don't think they think anything bad of you. No, they seem to think pretty highly of you. Jay, me and Brianna Aries. You've got communication coming in, and things could be improving, like say between now and the end of July, but it's a little slow or sporadic, and I would just kind of go with the flow of things right now. New beginnings are on the horizon, but it's a little slow, and I would kind of let her come to you more if you can, rather than like do too much pursuing at this point. Macy, general for the week. General for the week. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Perseverance pays off. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. You have the world at your feet, and anxiety eases and moves into the past. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders and life moves forward. Not bad. Not bad. Sarah, reading about the Fool in reverse I had in my reading yesterday. Details about I am afraid. What was the situation pertaining to? All right, I'll come back to Zara because I don't know what the situation was pertaining to. Martisha, I received a call from a sheriff department for a detainee. Was it a scam? Should I call the number back? Sounds like a scam. I think it's a scam. I think it's a scam. I wonder how you could find out for sure without calling that number back. Did you try Googling? Do sheriffs call? Do random people get calls from sheriffs? I mean, I think it's a scam. That's what I think. I think it's a scam. Sorry, but see again what the general reading for the rest of June. The Fool's in reverse. Okay. Maybe planning travel to water, by water, or around water. You're not looking back on the past. Life is moving forward. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. You may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. You could have money coming in. Negativity moves into the past. You may hear from somebody that you're hoping to hear from. And the Fool's in reverse around that. So maybe if there's somebody that you're hoping to hear from with the Fool in reverse, they may tell you why you haven't heard from them, or there may be something that comes to light around that specific situation that needs to be dealt with. I don't think it's anything terrible. I wouldn't be afraid. I wouldn't worry. Maybe thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study, and then you have a new venture on the horizon. Rest of June looks pretty good. You Googled the number, or what did they say? What did it say? Anything? It wasn't a sheriff's department, so it was a scam. You know, it was just that word detainee. What do they call somebody who was arrested? Because I've watched so many of these, you know, like people getting pulled over for drunk driving or doing like crazy Karens or whatever they call them on that, and they're funny when the people misbehave. Like, it always cracks me up when someone's in the back of the police car screaming and yelling. Like, what do you think? They're going to be like, oh, you're yelling and screaming, so maybe I'll just let you out, even though you blew a .40. But anyway, my point is that when somebody is, in those videos, when I watch it, when somebody is, like, being an asshole. They say you're being detained and they put the cuffs on them. But, or sometimes they don't even put the cuffs on them. They just won't let them leave. But they're not under arrest. So that was kind of a weird word that they used, a detainee, because that a detainee is not necessarily somebody who's been arrested. It's somebody who can't leave because of the investigation that's happening. So yeah, I think they were going to scam you out of something. Mountain, if I talk to KD about the issues I'm having, would she have a private conversation with me, or is that a bad idea? I don't think it's a bad idea. I think that she would have a conversation with you, and it could be well balanced and successful. Sorry, now I understand. Maybe Abdul, that guy reached out, explained to me that he had someone else in his life. Maybe that could be. Did he reach out to you, or he hasn't yet, but maybe you'll hear from him before the end of the month? That could be. That could be. That could be. I couldn't sleep last night. I was thinking about the Fool in Reverse. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, and it wasn't the name. So they said that they had like detainee Joe Smith here, and you were like, who the hell is that? Well, what is going on with these? Remember, there was a moment in time where we were getting those phone calls that were like, you have to give me your social security number or you're going to be arrested. I was getting that call a lot. You're going to be arrested. Lucinda for the next 7. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. You could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Slow and steady wins the race, but life's moving forward on solid ground. Vicky, general for tomorrow. No longer holding yourself back. Something may happen tomorrow that makes you happy. You've got feeling ambitious. You should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Perseverance pays off. You may be feeling like the hard work that you put into whatever it is you're spending time doing tomorrow is paying off and you got the world at your feet. Not bad. Not bad. Eminem, love for Taurus. Love for Taurus. Taurus is a little slow and steady, wins the race. They may have mild anxiety around them, and it doesn't look like love is like a super priority for them right now. They may be feeling like everything is okay, or they're just kind of going with the flow of things. If they're not with anyone right now, they do have a Taurus or another earth sign around them, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, but they're just kind of like going with the flow of things. They don't seem to have like a lot of ambition around love at this point, or things are okay. Mary, finances. You have money coming in, and paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relief. You could be feeling like a little bit more financially secure. A new journey begins. Slow and steady wins the race, but you do have more money coming in between now and the end of the year. Not bad. Shab, BFJ's current feelings and next actions for me. You could have communication that comes in, but he looks a little detached. And it looks like things are a little slow or out of balance between the two of you. He seems distant. May think of you as a nice person, somebody who is kind and caring and sincere, but he seems like he's detached from the situation a little bit. Payment, weekly reading. New beginnings are on the horizon around work, school, or business, and you may be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. The hard work that you put into work, school, or business, and with perseverance, pays off. You may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. You may receive good news around work. Take time, if you can, for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and listen to your intuition. New love, anything coming in. Yeah, you could have a Virgo coming in. You also have happiness coming in around love. Lay down the law, set boundaries, explore your options. You also may have a Libra coming in. New beginnings on the horizon that lead to success. Davy, general for the rest of the summer. Maybe planning travel to water, by water, or around water. Listen to your intuition and life could change for you for the better quickly. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and the hard work you put into work, school, or business pays off. You may be investing time in a side business, side project, side hustle that could be quite successful. Could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and feeling ambitious. You should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Not bad. Arcade for tomorrow. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You have the world at your feet, and you have new beginnings on the horizon around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Taylor, love for today. Love for today looks a little slow. I don't see all that much changing. If you have plans with somebody today, the plans will probably go off as planned. If you don't have anything planned, there's probably not all that much happening. Lucky, general. You're no longer holding yourself back. Life is moving forward. Listen to your intuition. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. You're feeling grounded and stable around work, school, or business, and you may have some money coming in. Could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Maybe spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Not bad. Not bad. Hey, how does my boss B think about my work? Pretty good. May find you to be hardworking. Somebody who is like diligent, focused, successful, hardworking, down to earth, with potential for the future. Somebody who is reliable. Pretty good. Amen for the rest of the week with O. For the rest of the week with O. Slow and steady wins the race. Fool is in reverse. Something will get revealed that needs to be dealt with. Communication's coming in or communication is picking up. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. Critico, love with Raghav. Slow and steady wins the race. Looks like things may be a little bit out of balance between the two of you. Justice is in reverse, and you may find that to be disappointing. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation would be suggested, but slow and steady wins the race. I wouldn't try to force anything right now. Kimon, general. Negativity moves into the past, and you may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You could be planning travel. Somebody may make you an offer that will be hard to turn down, and perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Vartika, who and what is coming in next in love? Might need to disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you can help new doors open. That brings in happiness around life moving forward, with long-term commitment possible coming in before the end of this year. Could be with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Could be with, well, Aquarius comes up the strongest. Aquarius and Cancer come up very strong around you. Listen to your intuition and don't settle for less than you want or deserve when it comes to love. Peach, money. Finances improve and success comes in around money. It may be a little slow and steady wins the race, but adding a new stream of income may be bringing in more money, big picture. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Exploring your options around career leads to success. You got more money coming in. Butterfly, in what way is it going to be better for me in school since it's not been good so far? I don't know. I don't know. You have to figure that out. Like, I can't tell you what's going to be good or what's not going to be good. It's something that you have to experience. So, I don't know. You could ask a different question. Queen, can I have a love reading for tomorrow? You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition. Slow and steady wins the race, but life may move forward. You could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Chan, lecture video, 2 lecture videos are left in a particular subject. Should I finish it up or should it be better to switch to revision other subjects? All right, let's see. I would finish the 2 videos. D for the week. You may be feeling like you come up with an idea for a side business, side project, side hustle that could be bringing in extra cash. Listen to your intuition. With the Empress, you could have love and money coming in this week. You're no longer holding yourself back. Life is moving forward. Listen to your intuition and take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, whatever it is, it would be positive. Virta, general. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and you could have some money coming in. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Life changes for you for the better quickly. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relief. Life is moving forward. Slow and steady wins the race, but on stable ground. You may hear from somebody that you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Julie, would it still be in July or August now before starting MS? I think it's going to be in July, like maybe the second half of July. Emily, love. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Anything that's weakened, that has been a disaster, that's causing stress, that needs to move into the past, and then life can move forward. And you actually have the 10 cups being full. But if you feel like there is something or someone that's keeping you stuck or stagnant, cutting that energy away will help the Empress bring in love and money or more of it. And it could be with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Disappointment heals and moves into the past, and life moves forward with cause for celebration around it. Magician's heart. Snap friend, tag his feelings and actions. What's coming? He seems upset and angry with me. He seems like he's slow, or not all that much is changing around the situation. Justice is in reverse, which can indicate 2 people that are not necessarily on the same page. There is communication, but aside from that, I don't see much happening. Like, things are going to continue. If this is like your friends on Snapchat, you're not friends like in physical. Like, it's probably just going to continue the way it is. I don't think that he's mad at you. Emma, no, I didn't even see a question for you. Rimmel, general. You have a wish that comes true around life moving forward. Maybe spending time with a Sagittarius or a Gemini, maybe even a Libra. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Negativity moves into the past. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan could make you feel relief. And with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Not bad. Butterfly. Best to work with teacher D or stay with teacher C in the fall. They both look good, but if I had to choose one over the other, I would say teacher D looks a little bit better. Or it could be that the change may be helpful. Emin, who is more accurate to my energy, M or W? I would say W. Emu, love and romance coming in. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Anything that has been like tumultuous needs to move into the past. When that moves into the past, cause for celebration comes in, possibly with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? This coffee is strong. You know what I did? What an asshole I am. I took out the thing, you know, the thing that you put the coffee filter in and you put the coffee in? Because I'm probably the only person in the world that doesn't have a Keurig thing or whatever it's called. But I use regular drip pot. Well, instead of putting the cup back in, I just put the coffee filter in the thing. And then the coffee is brewing. And I'm like, why is that thing sitting on the counter? Oh, I didn't put it back in? I just put the coffee filter in there. Good. Losing my mind. Red for the weekend. Red for the weekend. Old wounds heal and move into the past and life moves forward. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Life may change for you for the better quickly. Not bad. Linus, I'm on a course that I have grown bored of. Am I sticking with it? But I'm sticking with it. How will it go tomorrow? You know what? It's going to go well, and I think that you're going to be happy once it's done that you stuck with it. Yeah, it's going to go well. You got success coming in around it. Lima, will Kay message me in the next few days? I think so, yeah, most likely. Starfall, general around me and new Libra working together. I don't know him yet. Looks okay. It looks like it might be like a slow and steady wins the race kind of a thing. Eight of Wands is in reverse. But as a work relationship, it could be successful and well-functioning. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. The hard work you put in will be the hard work that you get out. Like it'll pay off. What you put into it, you'll get back. Is there anyone else here I haven't answered for yet? Male energy around my second side hustle. Energy may be improving. Slow and steady wins the race, but leads to success. I wouldn't try to rush or force anything, but the slow and steady effort leads to success, and more money could be coming in big picture. The hard work you put in pays off, and things should be strengthening as we move through June into July. Not bad. Adonis, what to expect next between Aqua and I? Communication. Communication comes in, brings with it cause for celebration. You may be spending time together. Slow and steady wins the race, but you could be feeling like there's a little bit more stability around the situation. Things are moving forward. Communication is going to be next, and it should be good communication. All right, is there anybody else here I haven't answered for? Otherwise, I will wrap it up and see you guys later tonight. Maybe tonight around 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. JJ, why did I get that low grade in my board exam? I mean, spiritually. It's not really a spiritual question. You know, it's like the hard work that you put in is what comes back. And it may be that you didn't put in enough effort, and that's why you got the low grade. But it's not really, it's kind of like a mundane activity. You know, it's like if you're taking a test that's going to be like your job, that's going to bring in financial stability in the future. I mean, it's not really a spiritual thing. It's like of the mundane, you know, like it's like everyday kind of stuff. There's no real spiritual lesson to it. It's like anything else. What you put into it, you get back. So for whatever the reason, you didn't score high, you didn't put in enough effort. This situation was unexpected and twisted, like the teacher's questions in the case that I got randomly. So your test was like different from somebody else's? Is that what you're saying? Why did you get like the harder test? That's also another it's like a subjective thing, because what's tough for you may not be tough for somebody else. So it's a kind of thing where it's like things may be out of balance, justice is in reverse. You get out of it when you put into it. You might be feeling disappointed, but there's happiness and disappointment around this at the same time, which maybe, I mean, things are like that, very contradictory. New beginnings on the horizon that lead to success. However, whatever this is that you may have learned on the test may be something that's important for you to know for the future, and that could be why that was on your test, as far as like, why did this happen to me kind of a thing. Could be like, well, down the line you may have a case that's similar to this. That's why it was important for it to come up now. But it is a learning experience like everything else. You get individual cases in the course of the conversation develop very different from others. Well, every situation is going to be different. You know, it's like, it's hard to, you know, it's like Avery. Why did Avery's an excellent skater. Why did she come in last at her competition? Because she did. Like, you know what I mean? Because whoever was judging her judged her differently, or they didn't think that they did something well enough. So she came in last. But meanwhile, you know, if the same people judge the same 4 people next Tuesday, they could have came in different. You know, it just happens the way it happens, and it's all a learning experience. It was more like I prayed for a good experience, and I was careless about the grade, but the experience was a bit traumatizing. But see, that's the thing. I don't believe that you can pray or manifest a grade. Just like I don't think that you can pray or manifest to be a good skater. You need to do the work. Like, I know that people have their beliefs, and I don't want to take that away from anyone, but you're not going to be successful on wishing and praying. If you want to be successful, you have to do the physical work with everything. And I know that people have faith in these things, but like whenever I hear the word manifest, I get a little twisted up, because manifesting or writing out, like if Avery wrote out 150 times, I'm going to win the competition, that's not going to make her win the competition. What makes her win the competition is going to the rink and practicing. So I think that that's maybe where the disconnect is. Well, I think that the message is, with whatever the circumstance was, whatever your test was, how it was different from everybody else's. I think that there's a lesson in not comparing ourselves with other people, because whatever this career is that you're doing. Yeah, it's dental, right? You're going to be a dentist or something like that, orthodontist, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You may have a case that comes up, and you need to know whatever this circumstance is that they asked you about. Now, the person next to you maybe didn't get that same question, but what if they get that same situation in their practice? And you know what I mean? Like, we're all learning things at a different rate for a different purpose. But I think the best thing that you can do is, if you know that you have to study for something or you need to work at it, that's where I would spend my time and effort. Putting in the time and effort to what needs to be fixed, or what you're not doing well enough. And, you know, instead of the attitude of, why did this happen to me? Because that, I'm not saying you're doing this, but that victim kind of, well, why did everybody else have it easier than me? Why did everybody else win a medal, but Avery didn't? Like, that doesn't get us anywhere. It really doesn't. What gets us someplace is, okay, how can I fix this and move forward from it? Or what could I have done differently? Like my friend that came, she's like, make sure that you discuss with Avery's coach, what could she have done different so that she could have won? And the thing is that there was nothing she could have done, because she did the best she could. She skated really well, and for whatever reason, the judges thought the other kids were better than her. That's the answer. That there is a lesson in learning how to lose. There's a lesson in getting this situation that I don't like, or that mine is different, or that this is what got thrown at me. I don't like it, but I have to deal with it. What happens if it happens in my practice? Anyhow. Forward moving. Why is my ex throwing shots at me? We haven't spoken a few weeks. There's some kind of underlying anger. He's mad at something. He's mad at something, and that anger is bubbling up. But there is an element of luck. Like I said that to Avery too. Like, and for myself, I know. I could go, when I have my test tomorrow, and I am not convinced that I'm going to pass this level. And if I don't pass it, so what? So what? I'm going to retake basic adult 6 again. If I don't pass it, I don't pass it. But if I get lucky, because it could happen, because some of those elements, I've done them before, and if I'm able to pull it off and I get lucky, does it really serve me in the big picture to move to the next level? Or would I be better with staying at the same level I'm at and working harder on these elements and perfecting them before I move to the next level? So I don't know. What's better? Getting lucky and getting, doing the move and maybe doing it once out of every 15 times, or staying in the same level that I'm in and getting so good at that element that I don't have to wish for luck. I could just do it, right? Like, there are things I can do right now without, like somebody asked me yesterday, could you please help my friend learn how to teach her how to skate? I mean, that's kind of a crazy question, but the girl's been ice skating 5 times. She could barely move. And I was able to teach her something just to get her to go around, holding onto the wall or close to the wall. But I was able to show her something. And it was helpful because she started to move. Now she's going to get to the point where she's going to be able to get on the ice and she's not going to have to ask anybody for help. Her body's just going to do it. But if she doesn't, like, if you're not there yet, what's the point of moving to the next thing? So if you just get lucky and you get out there and you do it a little bit, okay, that's luck. But the luck is not really serving you big picture. What's serving you big picture is tackling the obstacle, whatever was on that test that sucked, Victoria, will my son's current dog walking employer agree to let him walk their dog at night so that he can keep his income afloat? Yeah, I think so. JJ, will I get a job in CPH? What are the chances? Well, you have about a 70% chance. This is a pretty good shot. See what happens. Yeah, I'll be on tonight, probably about 9 tonight. Susie, T the Capricorn and I, when will I hear from him? Communication comes in quick. You're probably going to hear from him this week. Pretty soon. Overall, things look a little slow, but you should hear from him soon. Adonis, my mom wants to drag me into some family drama, not because she wants to, but because my granny's sister wants to steal her inheritance. Oh my God. And my mom wants to drag me in as a witness. Ooh, that's a bad position to have to be in. Oh boy. My mom wants me to be present when she tells my aunt off. What can I expect? Well, I think that being present would be the smart thing to do. It may be a rough, like there could be an argument here with the Five of Wands. There also may be somebody else that's interfering in this situation. I don't know who that is, if it's like another significant other on somebody's point. You know, like who, when she tells, so I don't know if the third party could be like the aunt's partner, if they have one, or child, or somebody may try to get involved. But I think that the big picture is, I know this sucks, and it sucks because it's like a money thing, but if this is all true and this is the sister is trying to shyster your mom, I would be present, because that's not right. It's not right. And it pisses me off, maybe because I've been shystered out of inheritance in all kinds of ways. My brother and I, everybody fucked us. But it's like, it's as much for your future as it is for your mom's. And being present to at least be a witness or know what's going on. And if you can record it, you can record it. Somebody record it. Unless you're in one of those states where you can't. But here you can. And my brother and I were so stupid that we never did. And we never even thought to do something like that. But why should you get screwed, your family, your mom or whoever, get screwed out of what is due to you because somebody else is being selfish? And it sucks. It sucks. There's going to be an argument and somebody else is going to get involved. And I don't blame you. The auntie's husband, okay. I don't blame you for wanting to run away from it. I know I don't like that kind of shit either, but you know what happens? And for me, because like living past it, I feel like I should have done more back then. Like it happened with my mom's boyfriend, but then it also happened with my uncle. And like for me and for Avery, we would be in different situations had none of that shit gone on. And it's like you think in the moment, oh, it's family. We don't want to argue about money. It's not that big of a deal. It is a big deal. It's a big deal. It's not right. It's not right. And it's bullshit. Yeah. It sucks. I hate that money does that to families. I really do. And what I hate even more is that like you could prevent it, but a lot of times people don't want to prevent it because they don't want to rock the boat. But why should you lose out on what's, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It's a mess. I know. Paula, was GW sudden acknowledgement authentic or a sly you're getting sidelined and you don't even know? She supported an inexperienced colleague's position over mine. I think that this person knew what they were doing at the time they did it, and now they may be feeling a little guilty. They also may think that maybe they made a mistake. What an ass. Alrighty. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll see you guys later tonight. Thank you all very much for being here this afternoon. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.